a sec.
Remember, it was delayed.
Yep, there we go.
Oh! Okay, so get it
No,
up, see if we get audio. Starting. Receiving your contract. You'll be... Get ready, it says. You are live.
Petoskey Sports. Boys.
Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it.
Hey.
Okay.
Petoskey Sports.
So, oh, there it is. Okay, we got audio.
Hey.
Okay.
Petoskey Sports.
So, oh, there it is. Okay, we got audio. Oh my gosh! Oh, there it is. Okay, we got audio. Oh my gosh! Zach, you're alive. Oh my gosh! Zach, totally live. You're alive. We got audio. We got audio. Oh my gosh! So Zach, totally live. You're alive. We got audio. We got audio. Oh my gosh! That's me. Zach, totally live. You're alive. We got audio. We got audio. So oh my gosh! That's me. Zach, totally live. You're alive. To tell people this is so I think what it's doing is just click the speakers off. Yeah. So let's hope we don't get that. Alright. Are you on YouTube? Let's see what we hear.
Wow.
Okay, so
Nice.
Zach, we got it. So this is our mic right now because we could not figure out how to get this stuff to function yet, but we at least got a mic here.
Is there an easy way people can find it without having to punch in the URL?
Yeah, what we can do is we can tweet it out on the Petoskey soccer. Don't you have like a Petoskey?
Oh.
Is there a Petoskey? No,
We Are Northmen, what is it called?
What's that?
It's called We Are Northmen or something?
Yeah, who's got access to that? Or we can just tweet it out to that.
Is there an account? Did you set up a special channel on YouTube yet or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can people search for that?
Petoskey Sports, yeah.
Search Petoskey Sports on
Uh
YouTube.
huh.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
I'll try that right now and see. Oh yeah, you want to see Spencer's?
Yeah, I'm gonna see
From the
if these are
computer.
on. Yep.
There we go. That's the level.
So how do we get rid of all that stuff? Function.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Okay.
Just Petoskey Sports?
Yeah.
Petoskey Sports, one video live now.
Yeah.
Do that as soon as you search it.
So click on it. See what you get.
That was from earlier.
Yeah, that was from. Okay,
That was
so.
from that different
Yeah, so maybe there's another one out there.
website. It should say something with live. Go back to the channel. It should say something with live in the bottom corner. So at least that's what I got. Here we
Oh,
go,
live now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mhm.
There you go.
There it is.
Hey.
So at least that's
Yeah, we're live. You want to try it out on your end? Where you leave? Oh, okay. Well, it's 7. What's here? Let me. Where can you search for it at? At 7 o'clock. You want to log in and see and watch it? Okay. How does he search for it again, Jared?
just Petoskey Sports on
Go
YouTube.
on YouTube and look up Petoskey Sports, and you'll see a link for the live now area.
Oh, do we need it?
Can you? Yeah. Yeah, and you'll see it.
8.
It's about 5 seconds away.
Okay. I'll find out. Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think that's right. I think that's what you ought to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, cool. You should check this out. I'm actually videoing it right now. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. And it's halftime.
Hello, testing, testing, testing.
Do we have
Oh, you're
video here
behind.
though?
You're behind. Gotta go live. Check the thing at the end.
Oh,
You know.
now I hear you. Okay. It's about 15, 20 seconds behind. Yeah.
I think
No,
the
more
audio's
like
fine.
30. Audio sounds pretty good.
Yeah. That's funny when you just get the feedback from the computer. It was just looping your freak out like over and over and over and over.
Yeah. Oh, it went out.
Shoot, I always see that won't happen when we actually use it, and I think it's just 'cause it's been sitting there.
Because you have to zoom in or out, I guess.
Yeah, or just move it around or something.
I can't believe we got this.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna look up make sure we got the score. Scalar goes
Oh,
5.
maybe, yeah.
Did we lose the audio? Oh, I went out of YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute this right now. Okay, here, commentate a little bit.
Here we are. The game tying PK to come. Maybe. They're going to let him take it.
Yeah, they are.
He already scored a penalty this game
This is to tie it up.
to tie it up 3-3
No time left.
after Alpena scores 2 goals with under 3 minutes left to take the lead. This one to tie. He's got it!
Wow. Tied up. Wow. Just a little shout out to Jim Frank, who's on the line right now. Want to make sure our audio's working.
Number 5. Logan Cunningham, junior, number 8.
David Gatt, goalkeeper, junior.
Dominic Murray, 11, junior.
Luke Benning, 3, senior.
Connor Weinman, 7, senior.
Nick Snyder, senior, number 10. Ben Hopkins, number 12, senior.
David Hassler, 13, senior.
Oliver Puka, senior, number 14.
Emmett Sweeney, 24, senior. Mitch Pulaski, senior, number 21. Billy FedEx, 19, senior.
Daniel Nicholson, number 18, senior.
Hey Jerry, how do I get this function stuff off camera? How do I get that?
Bottom left button would do.
Got it.
Welcome to Northwood Stadium for tonight's contest between the Petoskey Northmen and the Alpena Wildcats. At this time, we'd like everyone to stand as we proudly sing our national anthem. Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? At this time, we'd also like to say happy birthday to number 18, Dan Nicholson. Happy birthday, Dan. All right, here we go. Boys varsity game versus Alpena starting here at Northman Stadium. If you've been sticking with us throughout the stream for the last hour or two, we caught a exciting finish of the JV game. JV just finished warming up. They're getting out there on the field right now, ready to kick off. This is the Northman, the Wildcats' second meeting this season. Last time in Alpena, the Northman came away with a 2-0 win off of goals from Weinman and Snyder. With Fedig receiving a red card that game, so the Northmen were down to 10 men with the last 20 minutes, but defense held tight, and now here we go.
The goalie's got quite a leg.
Yeah, it's a long kick from the Alpena goalkeeper. Northman starting back up the attack with Nick Snyder. Gets it up to Weinman. Weinman tries it through pass to Hopkins. Couldn't get through. Comes back out to Gavin Curley on the wing, trying to get a cross in. Lineman calls it out for a goal kick. Goalkeeper plays the kick on the ground and comes back out to Snyder. You're up to Nick Hicks. Gets it up to Weinman. Weinman weaving through defenders into the box, gets the ball in, but it's handled by the Alpena defense, and it's going to be a Northman corner. That's Wyman over there to take the corner. Into the box. Controlled by Fedig. Oh, that was cleared off the line by the Alpena goalkeeper. I think that might have been going in.
That was great.
It was a great goal line clearance there from Alpena to save themselves from going down here in the first 2 minutes, but it's still 0-0. It's Alpena now getting their first attack going. Slowly building up play. It's caught out nicely by Snyder in the middle. Snyder's moving it back up. Gets it to Wyman, who beats a defender and now is moving down the field. Into the box, Wyman takes a shot, and it's saved by the Alpena goalkeeper. Cleared out for the throw, and another chance for the Northmen here early.
Another great save.
Northmen have had almost all of the ball here in the early stages of the game. Gotten 2 nice scoring opportunities that were saved nicely, but here's Snyder. Tries to get the ball in the middle. It's cleared back out. Puker couldn't control it, and it comes back out to Billy Fedig. Fedig tried to play it to Hopkins, but it goes out for an Alpena throw-in. Alpena trying to keep some possession here. So they're getting it up that left wing into the middle. Drew Block does well to clear it out to Puker. Back to Snyder, up to Weinman. Weinman does well to keep possession. Tries to play it up to Curley on the wing, but it's deflected out for, no, not a throw-in, and Alpena does well to keep it in. And now they're starting their attack back up down the wing. Try to play it in, but Fedig is there to clear it out for a Wildcat throw. Alpena coach is telling him to just stick on number 7, Weinman. You'd know quite a bit about that kid, huh, Rob?
Yeah.
He's dangerous. Alpena's had a few throw-ins here trying to get the ball into the box. This time it goes out for a Petoskey throw-in. Ollie Puker's got it open on the sideline and gets it up to Nick Hicks. Hicks plays Hopkins through. He's trying to chase.
Nick Hicks has had one heck of a season so far this year.
The sophomore striker stepping up to score some goals for the Northmen. He looks like a good program player that can have a few more seasons after the strong senior class leaves. Two sophomores on the team, Nick Hicks and Drew Block here is doing the throw-in. He plays fullback for the Northmen. He's been having quite a nice season as well, so they got young talent here on the team.
Oh, that's a good cross. Oh, no one there.
Comes back out to Puker, the German foreign exchange student. Comes back to Puker. He's waiting, checking his options, going back to Fede.
Boy, Petoskey is really pulling in the defense, more in attacking position here.
Yeah, they're bringing him back
Very aggressive.
well above the midfield line. We got David up here on the goalkeeper up on the 30-yard line. So we got him going in with the attacking mentality this game. You could tell that was Coach Yonker's strategy. Northman can't quite break through yet, and it looks like Alpena's going to get on the counter here. See if Paquette can get out there. No. The rebound comes out in the box, but it's cleared by Petoskey. That was a shaky moment there for the Northman back line. Almost got caught out on the counter after playing up so high. But they get away with it. But Alpena still got possession here, working it up.
Paquette was a good 30 yards out from goal on that one.
Looks like Alpena's got a deep free kick here. They're trying to get into the box for a header. Well, they got their hand to it.
Oh, that's dangerous.
They got
It's bouncing around like that in front of the goal.
They got a leg to it. David Paquette, the goalkeeper, had to scramble to get possession, but he's got it back now. He spreads it out down to Gavin Curley. It goes out for a Petoskey throw-in. Looks like the Northmen started out pretty strong, but then they had a few lapses on defense. They almost ended in goals, but again they get away with it. Snyder trying to control it into the box, but he can't quite keep it in bounds. Oh. That's a dumb thing. Looks like, oh, is that off now? Shoot. Hold on, folks.
Okay, we got it again.
Sorry about that, folks. Our camera's pretty finicky and really easy to disconnect the power cord, so and apologies if that happens a few times. Probably will. You didn't miss anything, though. Weinman with a great turn. Now he's weaving through defenders, trying to get the ball in, maybe for a shot. Oh, and Alpena does well to track back and tackle. Just as he's about to get the shot off, and the keeper gains control of it. Another good scoring chance for the Northmen. High punt from the keeper comes past midfield. It's been a pretty back and forth affair here in the early stages.
Petoskey's had some good chances, and Alpena, you can tell, is trying to counter, but with Petoskey playing so aggressively on the defense, they just keep pushing it back into the attacking part of the field.
Here comes an
substitutions.
Was that the
Emmett Sweeney and
Mitch Pulaski. Here we have Petoskey getting the ball into the box. It was a good cross, but no one could quite get to it. Now Alpena does well to clear it back down the field. Here comes Drew Block. breaks some ankles there. Plays it into Emmett Sweeney into the box.
Oh, another
Sweeney
great
gets the ball
cross.
in.
Oh, just a little into the keeper.
Connor intercepts the throw out from the goalkeeper, but couldn't quite get it back into the box. But it comes back out to Curley. So he's trying to get a cross in. Maybe bring it down the line.
Who's playing the outside mid over there, Jared? Far outside.
That
mid?
just had the ball. That's
Yeah.
I believe that's Gavin Curley,
Okay, Gavin.
junior. He's playing on the right. Oh, who is that? Luke Fettig and Logan Cunningham.
Yes.
Substitutions for Petoskey. Number 3, Luke Fettig, and number 8, Logan Cunningham. Doing double duty here with the actual announcing. Another ball into the box by the Northmen.
They have had several crosses coming in there that they just not been able to capitalize on so far tonight. Got a big counter coming here. Oh,
So Billy maybe a little too casual on that tackle, but they get it out. Eventually to Logan Cunningham, who's making his way, keeps the ball nicely. There's a good tackle from the Alpena midfielder, and he gets it back up the field for another counter. They're making their way, and they play it through. But Snyder does well to get it back out to Sweeney. And Fedek is just going to carry it back up the field here to Nick Hicks. And Hicks does well to track back and get the ball, but Alpena defender takes it away, and now they're moving back up on the counter, but
he just
again, Fedek with the clearance.
He just settled down here a little bit. Petoskey does. We're a little sloppy there in the midfield. We don't have numbers here.
It's just Wyman, Hicks, and people starting to move back up here from the Northmen on the attack. Wyman looking for a ball, gets it to Sweeney. Can't quite control it, but he's trying to get it back. He does. Sweeney takes the long shot. Oh, that was close. Headed for the top left corner, but Sweeney's just a few feet away from making it 1-0 off a fantastic goal. Wouldn't be the first from Emmett this season. We've seen some nice bending shots go into the bottom corner for Sweeney. That one just a few feet away. And another chance for the Northmen. Goes away. No one really attacking the ball there for Alpena, and Petoskey's able to get it back up the wing, but it doesn't look like Luke Fettig is going to get there. It's going to be an Alpena throw. Another ball into the box. It's cleared by Alpena, but it comes back out to Snyder, who makes a nice move and tries a shot.
Oh.
That was just right at the goalkeeper.
Needed to have someone following that shot. Bounced out from the keeper's arms.
Here comes Alpena on another counter, and they had a player running through the middle. They could have played it to, but it looked like they were a little bit hung up in the midfield and couldn't get it in. It's just going to be a throw-in for Alpena. Instead, the Northmen again susceptible to that counterattack. They gotta watch out how many people they push forward, or else Alpena will capitalize on one of them. Alpena throwing his headed back to Weinman nicely by Sweeney. And Weinman's looking for options. He's gonna play it into Puker, who was almost through if that Alpena defender hadn't caught it out. Here comes Pulaski, intercepts the Alpena pass and plays it back to Fettig. Back up to Sweeney and plays it down the line to Cunningham, but he won't get there.
Boy, Billy has really been rocking that defense this year too.
Has
that speed and
absolutely, absolutely. He's got great composure on the ball. When he's back there handling the ball with people running at him, he doesn't panic. He he just simply keeps his heads up and looks for the pass. Billy's been really, really solid at center back this season for the Northmen. That's a nice ball from Pulaski up to Fedig, but he couldn't quite control it. He'll go out for an Alpena throw. The pass couldn't be controlled by Puker, and it'll be out for another Alpena throw. It's Sweeney in the middle, trying to look for a ball. He couldn't get it quick enough, but Fedig, that's a nice move, see. That's great ball control there from Fedig to take the chance away from Alpena. It gets it up to Puker. Trying to play it through to Cunningham, but the pass was a little bit too heavy.
That's an example of Billy's ability in the back line to throw a good pass on it. He's accurate, big, and fast. But he's got that technical ability and passing accuracy, which really helps him out.
Yeah, you could play him at forward and midfield and defense. Because he does have that. He's so fast, but he's also really big and strong. That helps him make tackles in defense, and he's got the ability to come forward. He scored a few goals this season, as well as gotten a few assists, I believe. So he does get involved in the attack well. As you see here, he stays back, helps with the defense as well. Alpena, the nice move. This player slips, and Weinman's able to control it and play it up to Hicks with a nice pass. Nick Hicks, and they've got numbers. Playing it up to Fedig there on the right side. Fedig plays it into Puker. This is a good chance. Puker takes a shot, and Sweeney was there for the rebound, but he wasn't close enough to it. And there's another chance for the Northmen. Going awry, and Hicks tries to get it crossing, but goes out of bounds for an Alpena throw. Another good chance.
That was a great opportunity. They definitely had numbers, countered quick.
Puker had Sweeney across the box, but opted to shoot. And Sweeney was still there for the rebound, but it came out so fast. It was such a powerful shot, he couldn't quite get to it. So Alpena gets away with another Petoskey chance. The Northman offense looking pretty strong. In the early stages of the game, we're almost halfway through the first half here. Score is still 0-0. It's a nice headed pass to Puker from Fedig, but didn't quite have the legs. Yep. Alpena goalkeeper barely gets to it. And he's had a lot to do. He's had a lot of work here in the first 18 minutes of the game. He's certainly not getting bored back there, picking grass. He's had a lot to build, but Fedig fails to deal with the back pass, and Alpena's through here, but he skies the shot. Wow. Wow, the Northmen get away with one there off the miscontrol from Fedig. Alpena player was through on goal, just him and Paquette, but he skies the shot, and the Northmen really get away with that one there. It's probably the best chance of the game so far for either team.
Started with a great trap by that Alpena midfielder to control the ball, and then quickly pushing it up on the attack.
Really, again, still a back-and-forth affair here in the first half. We're not even halfway through, and we've had multiple scoring chances, kind of like the Northmen's game against TC Central, their last home game. It was a 5-4 game, where Petoskey's defense just wasn't looking too sharp. Got hit on a few counters, and it looks like that might be the case again today, although they haven't conceded one yet. Here's Wyman for the Northmen, trying to pick out a pass. He's got good close control there to beat the defender, but his touch was a little too heavy and it goes out of bounds for an Alpena throw. Alpena plays a through pass there that Paquette can't get through, but it's deflected by Fedig, who was right there, and he ends up controlling it and getting it cleared back out. But another shaky sequence for the Northman defense there. Substitution. Northman, number 10, Nick Snyder. Nick Snyder coming on there for Luke Fettig.
Luke Fettig playing just a limited number of minutes coming off that injury earlier in the season.
Yep, he missed their first few games due to an injury, but he's back now, and Yonkers easing him in. That's quite starting him, but here's Nick Snyder. I think they got him for maybe a handball there as the ball was bouncing around in the box. Almost played it to Wyman for a nice chance, but looks like either a foul or a handball stopped the attack, and Alpena's going to be able to clear it back out. We've just hit the halfway mark of the first half here. 20 minutes left. The score is still 0-0, although it very easily could be 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. A lot of chances, just teams struggling to finish here. And still 0-0 as Paquette punts away into the midfield, but it looks like Alpena's getting back here into the box. Referee blows his whistle.
Yeah, just having some issues clearing and making some bad decisions right now. Petoskey is
Alpena's
living a little dangerously.
Alpena's doing well to get the ball, in those positions where the defense might make a mistake, and they've almost been caught out on it, but the referee's pulling the ball back for something. It looks like he's going to have a free kick here right outside the box. This is a very, very dangerous position.
Just outside the 18.
It's a really dangerous position for the Northman. Easily could score it if he's a good free kick taker. We'll see the Northmen setting up their wall here. And they could either opt to lay it off for a shot or just shoot directly off the free kick. It looks like they do lay it off. Gets the shot away, and it looks like that hit the post, the outside of the post on Paquette's right side. I think he got down there to cover it anyway, but very dangerous scoring opportunity for Alpena. As they're still, their defense is struggling a little bit, but their offense is definitely threatening the Northmen here early on. Northman win back possession there in midfield. Play it back up. It's a good ball to Puker, to Hicks, a 1-2 back to Puker. Tries to play it back out to Nicholson, but the ball just didn't have enough on it. Alpena's going to be able to play a ball up forward here. It's headed away by Pulaski. It comes back out to Finn Hopkins, who plays it into Wyman. And now they're starting the attack up to Gavin Curley. Curley's looking to play a pass. And he does in the middle to Wyman. That's a good pass. Wyman's got it. But he's surrounded by a lot of Wildcats and couldn't quite control it for the shot. As Alpena's coming back on the counter now. And Wildcats have it out on the wing. Play back in the midfield. A long shot taken by the Wildcats, and it doesn't quite find the net. So Paquette's going to get a goal kick.
It's a good shot, hard shot by that Alpena midfielder. Just a little over the crossbar.
It was a pretty audacious attempt. It was a good
out
30
there.
yards out.
Yeah,
Didn't
sometimes those work, though. You get those long ones, and the goalie's not expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Sky's over their head.
Here's Hopkins trying to play a ball in the middle. That's cleared back out by Alpena. Comes back out to Curley. Can't control it, and now Alpena's going to get on the counter. They play the ball through, but Ryan Bickle's back there to make a solid tackle.
Great tackle.
Bickle sliding in to win the ball back beautifully and Gets it back up here to Curley. Plays it up to Puker. Puker with a heavy ball trying to get it over to Hicks, and it lost it right out of bounds. Alpena takes a quick throw. And Bickle wins it back for the Northman throw-in. 10 for Alpena. Curley's got it, playing it back up to Hicks here. He's got it on the wing. He's going to try to get a cross in. Almost got through to Sweeney, but cleared back out. They play it back to all the way back to Bickle on the back line. Plays the ball back up to Curley. Or excuse me, is that Nicholson? I can't quite tell. That's a good tackle there, but I believe it was Puker. Plays it back to Curley. Back up to Puker, who plays a really nice ball into Finn Hopkins, but couldn't quite get his foot to it. But he does a good cross in, but no Northmen are there to get to it. Another good cross, not taken advantage of, and now Alpena's going to try to get on the quick counterattack like they have so many times this first half. They get it up to the wing. The wing, he does well to beat the Petoskey defender down to the corner flag. Tries to play a ball in, but Pulaski does well to block it back out.
Corner kick.
Substitution for Petoskey, number 6, Drew Block. And for Alpena, number 10, Aaron Diamond. Corner here for the Wildcats, their first of the game. Get into the box. It's a good cross. Paquette has trouble with it once again, but does well to keep it out of danger. And now he's going to make a long throw. Down to, it looks like Bickle on that right side. That's a good throw from Paquette to start the Northman counterattack, but Bickle's pass. It's a little bit off target, and it's going to go out for a Alpena throw. .13 minutes to go here in the first half. Score is still 0-0. Again, both teams had chances to score. Northman getting a lot of crosses in the box, but can't find anyone there to finish it. Possession was heavily Northman in the first few minutes, but Alpena's now getting back into the game, and they've had a few good scoring chances that they couldn't convert either.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. It's definitely evened up here as far as possession on the ball. Petoskey's got to start picking it up here.
It's Petoskey with kind of the methodical build-up play, trying to get a cross in, and then Alpena, once they gain back possession, they're coming quick on the counterattack, trying to throw guys forward and catch the Northman off guard. Another Alpena attack. It's now fouled by Nick Snyder, and Sweeney can almost get the ball through to Hopkins, but it's intercepted again by Alpena defense. Sweeney and the midfielder caught up there for a few seconds. Players' parents waiting for a call. Referee doesn't blow the whistle.
You mean parents were looking for a call?
I think that's the first time I've ever
heard that.
Northman have it now in the center of the field. Curley trying to play a pass to Sweeney. That's caught out. Comes back out to Bickle. Comes all the way over to Nicholson. Tries to head it forward. Now Alpena's got it, trying to counter again. They play a good ball out to the middle, but I can't tell really what's going on here.
Yeah.
We've got it looks like Snyder might have committed a foul out there on the wing.
Yeah,
It looks like Sweeney got carded.
Huh. Yeah.
got some dialogue between coaches there. I did not see what happened on the field. Did you, Rob?
No, I couldn't see it.
I could not see what happened, but it looks like Sweeney was carded, and he's gonna head out of the game. It wasn't. Is he done? It wasn't a red card, was it?
No, it was yellow. But
Alpena's ready for a shot. Wow. That shot deflected in the box. Paquette still did well to get down to save it.
Great save.
And he cleared it out. What a save by David Paquette. Man.
Got a corner kick here.
So it does look like Sweeney wants yellow card, and he's going to have to exit the game. Another ball into the box, but that's a good header out. But still dangerous. Paquette does well to get up there and grab it out of the air. Man.
Petoskey's lucky to get out of that series there without a goal by Alpena.
Now they're going to start their own attack here with Dan Nicholson, who spreads it up to Hicks. But again, Alpena's done well to intercept those probing passes that the Northmen are trying to play. For that, not enough weight on that ball by Curley, and that allows Alpena. They've got numbers here on the counterattack, but they opt to slow it down, and then the pass goes right by the Alpena attacker and through out of bounds for a goal kick. Substitutions for Petoskey: number 19, Billy Fettig; number 7, Connor Weinman; and number 3, Luke Fettig.
Zach, you're one down. No one subbed in for Emmett. You're one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 1, 2, 3.
Northman makes subs. There might be some confusion on how many players they got on the field. And when Sweeney's talking to Coach Yonker.
Zach, you're one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep, Petoskey's one down right now.
Looks like Petoskey, people in the crowd are saying Petoskey's one player down. While Alpena's getting on the break again. Get the ball to him in the box. Couldn't quite get it off. Another shot gets deflected out of bounds, and it looks like, well, no, not out of bounds. Nicholson can clear it, but his clearance is blocked out by Alpena. It's going to be a Northman throw-in. Looks like there is some confusion here on the field as to how many players the Northmen should have out.
I think the yellow card got him a little confused about how many players they had out there.
It appears to be, but Emmett Sweeney is back out on the field for the Northmen after receiving the yellow card. He's going to have to be careful not to get another yellow and have to be sent off like the Northmen had against Alpena last time they played him. And that would be especially bad, since considering that they are playing TC West, I believe, on Thursday.
They are.
That'd be a huge loss if they lost Sweeney for that game, because they're gonna need all the firepower they can get. West have got a really good squad this year, and they lost 4-1 after losing a player to a red card against Alpena. So hopefully that script doesn't rewrite itself. But last time Billy got a straight red, so hopefully now that Sweeney just got a warning with the yellow card, he'll be smart not to dive into any tackles and get himself sent off. Now, at this time, we'd like to give a shout-out to Spencer Weinman, watching down at Michigan State University, an alumni of the Petoskey soccer program.
Yeah, I tell you, we miss Spencer, a great player.
Well, yeah.
Past here.
This is a completely unbiased commentator here describing Spencer Weinman.
He was a beast.
He was incredible, and the team misses him dearly. And we know you're watching, Spencer. We're happy we're able to bring this game to you here. We spend hours of work trying to get this live stream set up, and we're glad that it's finally working and that we can get people to watch the game here. Well, some pretty good action so far. We got just over 6 minutes left. And here in the first half, the score is still 0-0. And it looks like Alpena
So we got a corner.
So we got a
kick.
corner kick for
Well,
Alpena, who's been threatening this half. I tell you what, they've had a few really good scoring chances. Paquette had to pull a great save.
Unfortunately, our camera angle can't get over here to the
All the way.
interior side, but it's on the other side. Looks like, yeah, we got on the other side. Far side corner kick. Oh. Great defending. Who was that on the defense there?
Looks like that's Is that
Luke?
Fedig out there?
Yeah, I think it's Luke Fedig.
Another good cross set in by Alpena. Headed just wide of the goal.
They are getting their chances tonight.
So, man. Northman got to be careful here. I mean, Northman have had chances too, but of late it's been practically all Alpena.
Alpena's been controlling it for the last 15 minutes pretty solidly, so Northman got to pick it up. There's probably another player I think that we really missed a couple years ago.
There was that kid in that played defense, and we had him a few years ago.
What was his name?
Is it Connor?
No, that's Connor Wyman. Who's on
Connor.
the team now. Connor Ingleson.
Yeah, that guy.
He was a good player.
He was tough.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Definitely miss Connor Ingleson.
He
He's now out of
was
West
a
Point.
rock.
Yeah. Another shout out to him. He's been gone 2 years now, but clearly still in our hearts.
Yes, we didn't forget about you, Connor. I bet Coach Yonkers down there thinking, man, I wish we had Ingleson out there on the field to stop these Wildcats from.
He was a rock in that center D.
That's true. Connor, we're glad you're watching. Glad you're able to watch your Northman here on the live stream in the new Northman Stadium. Here comes Sweeney.
Quick counter. Wyman's coming in with him too. Oh, look at that
Sweeney's
overlap.
got speed.
What an overlap.
Great pass to Wyman, but
just too far.
Couldn't quite get to it.
Some good-looking soccer. Overlap, just a little ahead of him.
When you get Sweeney on those wings, he's got so much speed. He showed it there to weave through the Wildcat defenders and play a ball to Wyman, but just, again, too heavy. Couldn't quite control it yet.
Just a game of inches. That's dangerous, right? Smart play by the Alpena defender just to knock it out there.
Substitution for Petoskey, number 21, Mitch Pulaski. For the Wildcats, number 7, Lucas Belanger. Northman's starting to get back into the attack now with Nicholson on the throw and gets it into the box. Tries to pick out Snyder, but he couldn't quite get it. It comes back out to Fedig, who's getting involved. Fedig takes a dig. Couldn't quite keep it down, and that'll go out of bounds for another Alpena goal kick.
Looked like that might have been a sandwich he had there.
Good job by Emmett to pick that pass out, but it's cleared out again by Alpena.
Is that Daniel taking that throw in? Daniel Nicholson
throws it into Sweeney.
Back
over to Pulaski. He's got to watch himself there, and he plays it back to Paquette. It was well outside of the 18 box. There's Northman fighting for it here. It's bouncing around. Looks like Wyman's going to get to it. Play a good ball down to Sweeney.
Great ball. Just outside the post.
Really tight angle there on the shot. Alpena keeper reaching out to save it. It's going to be a corner for the Northmen. Another long shot taken by Alpena, but it's easily controlled by Paquette. It's back into his goal. He's telling his players to move upfield as he punts it down to Wyman, who heads it back. No one there. Hicks giving
Nick is
chase.
coming in quick.
Just tearing up the field.
That was close.
Great hustle there from Nick Hicks. But Alpena, just in time, clears it out for a throw-in. Doesn't get to Hicks. Plays a good ball, and confusion there by Alpena. Sweeney gets it back to Fettig. Fettig wants to take a dig again. And once again, he can't keep it low enough. It's going to be another Alpena goal kick.
Got 35 seconds left in the half here.
Alpena coach barking at his goalkeeper to play it on the other side. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, sorry we're having those camera issues. 10 seconds left in the half here. Alpena trying to get something going. It doesn't look like they'll have time. Fettig just barely gets it away, and that's halftime with the score 0-0. Both teams threatening to score, but no one could quite finish, and I think both teams are pretty lucky to get away with the scoreless half there.
There's been a lot of chances on both sides here. Really, Petoskey controlled it in the beginning of the first half, and then Alpena really came back the last part of that first half, so evenly matched. As we said, Petoskey beat Alpena away in Alpena a week or so ago 2-0, and they've definitely made some adjustments here and are playing them pretty tight.
We're going to take a break here for halftime, which will be about 8 minutes now that the weather's kind of dismal. They're shortening it up. And we'll be back to give you the second half here, this matchup between the Northmen and the Wildcats here at Northman Stadium. All right, folks, we're here starting back up the second half now. Still 0-0. Both teams got chances to score. Neither of them could finish. We'll see. It's the first half started out dominantly Northman, but Alpena definitely got their way back into the game and were actually on top with possession and chances for a while there. But right at the end, the Northmen started to get back into the game, and so we'll see if there's any goals in the second half. I think at least one. I think one team will break through eventually. I mean, they'll have so many chances.
Going to see what adjustments the coaches are going to make here for the second. If they're just going to stay the same, and they're both getting chances. That's for sure.
Yep. Both goalies having a pretty good game.
Paquette, great save.
Paquette had to pull out some amazing saves there to save the Northmen. And Alpena goalkeeper staying busy for sure all night as well. So
Billy Fettig again, back there on defense.
there's Alpena back up the field, playing it through to the middle. They got a good chance here. Paquette makes a great save, and then scoops up the rebound. Wow.
It's another close call, another great save by David. He's keeping him in here with this shutout.
The junior goalkeeper's been having a really good season so far. He's pulled out some amazing saves for the Northmen across these home games that I've watched. I had to pull out another one there, and just bad marking from the Northman back line allowed that Alpena player to run through. But here's Weinman tried to get it into Poiker, as we were corrected by his host parent, Oliver Poiker. I'll try to remember that. But
that was a great opportunity there. That was fantastic cross.
It's one of the things that Weinman does best is get down the wing and then put in a good ball to whoever's there waiting in the box. But just couldn't quite get good contact on it. And two great chances for both teams here starting out in the second half.
2 minutes in and already have a couple phenomenal shots.
That ball bouncing, Block had to take care of it, and Fettig clears it back up to midfield where the Alpena regains possession. They're moving back down here to the wing. It's a good move to beat Curley there and get the ball back in to the middle. Alpena still got control of it here, but nope, they lose it. Petoskey clears it back up to Nick Hicks.
Tell you, this is going to be dangerous the longer Alpena stays in here, keeping it 0-0.
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes that happens where Hopkins try to get the ball back into Wyman there. Sometimes that happens where it's a team, they're always constantly threatening, and then that one time at the end of the game, you let them slip, and the win goes by the wayside. But hopefully that won't happen for the Northmen here tonight. As Alpena's keeper has to control another ball into the box and punts it back out.
He's got one heck of a leg.
He does. He's getting it well past midfield.
Yards.
Yeah. It's Paquette looking for options. Punts it back down in midfield towards Weinman. Head on it to Curley. Nice control here, and he's bringing it back up for the Northman, trying to play it into Hopkins there, but he might get to it actually. I think that's going to be out for a corner.
Yep, it's corner. Petoskey likes to not take a true corner and feed it into
short to Weinman, and maybe he dribbles in or crosses it in here. It looks like here's going to try to beat some defenders and get into the box, but
no, didn't have the overlap there for him. He fed it. Just the other.
Here's Poiker trying to play the ball in, but
was that Finn Hopkins out there with him?
That's Finn on the left, yeah. That's Finn Hopkins on the left there for the Northmen. He's trying to get the ball too, but getting the pass off target and goes out for another Alpena throw. Ball played down the wing, and he's got this, wow. That kid's got wheels. Plays it back into the box. And then cleared back out by the Northman. Wow. That winger for Alpena playing in. But now we got a ball through to Ollie Poiker. Poiker looking for options. Takes a shot.
Oh!
Just feet away from the top right corner. Man.
You talk about quick counters here. This is
End-to-end
really been
stuff.
fun to watch.
Yeah. Sometimes with these 0-0 games, it's just kind of boring stuff. Putting around midfield, no one's really doing anything. But, man, we've got end-to-end action. Alpena gets a chance, and then a few seconds later, Petoskey's through.
I just can't believe that this game is still 0-0 after all the opportunities both teams have had.
I mean, all season, it's been a struggle to finish for the Northmen. They've had some games where they should have. I mean, a 1-0 against Elk Rapids where they shouldn't. I mean, they've mercied that team in the past. Where I mean, it's not like Elk Rapids was in the game a little bit, but the Northmen just had so many chances that they just couldn't put away.
It's just the finishing. I know they've been working on finishing here the last week or so. They've had lots of opportunities crossing in front of the goal, just have not been able to put it in the back of the net.
And it looks like in particular they're just struggling to keep their shots down. We've seen a few shots from Fettig go over the crossbar, and that shot from Puker just wasn't low enough. I mean, if you get it with these high school keepers, I mean, it's nothing like the pros. If you get it with some good power on net, it's pretty likely that's going to go in. So the Northmen just got to focus on getting more shots on net.
Looks like we got a counter coming here with Hicks.
Hicks, man, he's been doing really well to build play back up and with speed and get it on the counter. It looks like Wyman's going to be able to control it here. Ball back into the box to Snyder, plays it up to Hicks. Snyder tries to pop a shot in, and he gets it all the way to Curley, wide open, gets it back into Snyder. Nice shot, and then Nick Hicks on the back post finishes it to the bottom right corner, and the Northmen finally get their breakthrough. 1-0. Nick Hicks, the sophomore forward, finally breaks through for the Northmen, and they got their 1-0 lead.
Okay, that was a pretty play.
Goal for Petoskey, number 20, Nick Hicks. It's great. They've been doing that all night where they're playing it down, on the side of the box and just put that low cross in, and finally Nick Hicks was there. That's what he likes to do.
Could you see who got it down in the corner? It was coming across.
Curley.
Snyder had it for. It was.
Oh, it's
Gavin.
It was I know Gavin was coming down the middle, and Nick was in the box with him. I think Nick might have tried to hit it and missed it, and then it came back out to Hicks on the far post, and he finished it into the bottom corner.
Great finish.
That's what they're looking for. We've seen that more than a few times from Hicks this season with the low cross to the middle, and he's there to finish. And finally, the Northmen find that killer instinct in front of goal and get that 1-0 lead.
Well, both teams here wanted to get on the board first. Definitely keep momentum going, but you got to look for a quick counter by Alpena again.
Well, now we'll see if Petoskey kind of eases back their attack. Maybe not put their back line up so far and maybe sit back a little bit now that they've got that lead. And try to not be so susceptible to that counterattack that Alpena's been doing.
Yeah, and you've seen Alpena's speed on that. That's dangerous.
Hicks again orchestrating the attack up to Gavin Curley. Touches it back and now looking for a pass. Gets it over to Snyder. Snyder plays it into Poiker. Poiker's trying to weave through. Doesn't quite get there. Alpena doesn't quite attack the ball and comes back out to Poiker, but it looks like Alpena's going to clear it back. Only as far as the Northern back line, it's going to come back to Snyder, who gets pressured, and now Alpena's back on the attack. That's handled nicely by Billy.
Another solid defending by Billy Fettig again.
Staying low. That's a great tackle by Drew Block, the sophomore fullback. Having a good game today, keeping the Wildcats out from going down that wing.
Just needs to learn to get rid of it just a little bit quicker, but great play by him in the beginning to get that ball.
That one goes up to an Alpena defender that
this is
have to play all the way back. Oh, Wyman almost took a foot out, but it looks like he's going to get to it again. Sweeney over his head trying to get it to Wyman, but Alpena can clear it in time, and it looks like it's going to be another Petoskey corner.
Corner kick. Who's going out with him there? Is that number 7?
That looks like Sweeney out there with him, or is it?
No. I can't.
I think that is.
Can't
I
tell
think that
who
is Emmett.
Is it? It's Emmett. Emmett and Weinman out in the corner. Yeah, that
looks
is
like they're gonna
Emmett.
play it short here to Sweeney, back into Connor, puts a cross into the box that comes back out to Pulaski on the back line. Comes back out to Fettig, and he just calmly passes it back to Paquette. He's got to get rid of it. Passes it out. Oh, that was a dangerous pass back out to Fettig. Alpena attacker got a chunk of it, but not enough, and Billy is able to control it and play it back up here for a Northman attack.
That could have been a disaster for
Boyker.
Petoskey
Yeah, I mean,
right there.
Paquette was 20, 30 yards out of his goal, so it would have been as simple as just putting it into an empty net. But instead, the Northmen are back here on the attack with Hicks getting into the box. Sweeney trying to play it across to Nick Snyder, but Alpena does well to snuff it out, and they're going to try to come back on the attack here.
Petoskey's still playing aggressive with their defense line
their
pushing
back
up.
line up. Yep.
They haven't changed their play here.
Looks like they've done well to track back here and get some buys behind the ball. Curley gets caught up with the defender there, but looks like he's still got the ball. Two players are struggling there, and some words from the crowd towards the referee. Luckily, nothing too explicit. It comes back out to Paquette. And he'll throw it back out to Pulaski.
Mitch was looking for a overlap there, and Nick just didn't quite see him.
Ollie plays a lofted ball over the top. Wyman trying to get there, and he does. He's got Hicks. Wyman takes a shot, a beautiful shot to the bottom left corner by Connor Wyman, makes the score 2-0.
That was a pretty shot in the bottom there.
Great ball over by Oliver Poyker.
Great play. What an awesome pass.
Good pass, Ollie.
Goal for Petoskey, number 7, Connor Wyman. Great over the top pass by Poyker. Wyman actually did nicely to get the ball back from the Alpena defenders and get a shot off to the bottom left corner. Goalie couldn't quite get to it. Now we've got it again with Poyker. Poyker making some moves, gets it through. Oh, and a nice save. Goalkeeper diving down to his right. Poyker almost made it 3, and the Northman really starting to open up the Wildcat defense now.
Another great save by the
Well, looks this guy. There's that really quick Alpena attacker that was trying to get back on.
Yeah, on the far side, he's got some serious speed.
He's overtaking defenders, getting to the ball. They got to make sure to mark him.
Alpena throw in here. Yeah, Alpena throw in.
Ball headed out to Wyman, and he's going to try to use his pace to beat some defenders on the counterattack. Wyman maybe looking for some options. Nope, he continues down the wing. Cuts back in nicely. Long shot. Oh, Wyman. I think that went off the football. Yep, it went off the football goal post, and that'll be out for a goal kick. But he struck it well, but it just couldn't. It was just a few feet too high. Wyman, I'm trying to get his second on the night.
Good job, guys.
So we got some substitutions.
We got some subs going on. Dom Murray. I didn't catch all of them. Okay, I can't quite catch him. I think it's probably Logan Cunningham, and then
I think
I'm
you're right.
I'm not quite sure.
Luke, that's Drew Block again, back there in the defense.
Pretty faces. I'm not quite sure. Oh well. Got Snyder playing a 1-2 with Cunningham. He couldn't quite get to it. Alpena's really got their backs against the wall now. We got 27 minutes left in the second half, and all of a sudden they're down 2-0 after 2 quick goals by the Northmen. Looks like they're regretting their chances that they could have finished earlier in the game. So now we've got that same scoreline as just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you always worry about that first goal, whether Petoskey starts laying back a little bit, but they really have kept the gas pedal down, pushing hard.
That Weinman goal again, and then Poiker with another great chance to make it 3. But substitution for Petoskey, number 5, Ryan Bickle.
I haven't seen Alpena sub in a while either, Jared.
No, I haven't. I
wonder
think I've
whether
only announced one Alpena substitution. They've got some kids on the bench there.
You wonder whether they're tiring out a little bit here.
Maybe that's why. That's why the Northmen have been getting through that defense more easily here in the second half. If the guys are just getting worn out. Yeah, Don Murray chasing that ball, trying to get it back from the defender, but they do well to get it away. Yeah, I've only announced, I think, one Alpena substitution. I haven't been looking the whole time, but...
Great defense there by Drew again. He's been playing a solid year here.
Yeah, as a sophomore, he's a pretty talented kid there at fullback. He's got a lot of speed on that wing, and he's been doing well to track back and get some good tackles in today. There's Weinman getting a good ball up to Cunningham. He's going to play it into Curley, but that pass just a little too heavy. But Alpena's going to try to get a little piece of possession here. Their chances haven't been coming too much here in the second half. That pass gets away from him, and now it's going to be a Northman throw-in as Nick Hicks comes in. Substitution for Petoskey, number 20, Nick Hicks. Drew Block throws it into Nick, shielding off the defender, and making a good turn down the wing, trying to get across him, but it looks like it's going to go out there for
throw-in. It looks like
a throw-in, just a few feet above the corner flag.
They got Drew down there taking that throw-in. That's
again that back line pushing up. You see only looks like Bickle and it's like
this is where you can
and
live by the sword.
Might pay the price here for pushing all those guys up. Alpena did on the counterattack with that speedy kid down there on the right. He's going to get the ball in, but Fede gets it back only as far as the Alpena midfielder. And Alpena gets a goal back. It was a deflection off a save from Paquette, I believe.
It was, and just came in completely unmarked there.
Yep.
In the 18, you got to be aware of where your attackers are. 2-1 here. Petoskey leading with 24 minutes left in the second half. Well, now we have a little tighter ball game here. We'll see how Petoskey responds.
All right, I'll call out 8. Goal for Alpena, number 8, Kyle Sapirin. I have no idea how to pronounce that last name, but Alpena struggling at the back line with their goalkeeper, and it looks like they might get a foul call there.
Interfering?
Yeah, goalkeeper interference there.
Yeah,
goalkeeper kind of spilled it in his box there, and Petoskey had people there to try to pounce on it, but it looks like Alpena's going to get away with it. And now they're right back in the game with that 2-1. That 2-1 scoreline. They've on one more goal, and they're going to draw it back level.
Makes this game a little more interesting here.
Yeah, well, they say that's most dangerous lead in soccer is a 2-0 because you concede that one goal, and then you get kind of anxious, kind of you're back on your heels. You don't want to concede that second, and usually you might. So we'll see if the Northmen maybe try to hunker down and continue the lead. But right now they're staying on the attack with Weinman. After a couple deflections, he gets it back, tries to make a move. He might stay on it there, fighting for it, but it's going to come back out to Don Murray, who passes it away. That pass is right out of bounds there by Alpena, going to get a Northman throw with Drew Block. You
Good
know,
decision by Snyder to keep it going the other side, but then get a
Hicks couldn't
get a
quite
bad
control it
pass,
there.
yeah.
Now Alpena really threatening to get back into this game. That's a good movement there. The Alpena attacker trying to beat the defenders with some good footwork, but not quite. But now they got that through pass, number 4. Oh, that's
I don't know what. I think that's
Block
a
took
corner kick. Yeah.
Block definitely got the ball. I can see why there was no call, but he did get a good chunk of the player there too. And the player was kind of complaining for it, but I think it's a good call by the official.
Got an Alpena corner kick here. This could even it up here. This could get.
They've been putting in some
Things
really
tight.
good corners recently in the
Paquette's gotta
first
be
half.
solid.
Yeah. See, there's another good
good
one there.
one coming in right in the middle of the 18.
Get it out to Wyman. Maybe they can get a quick counter. They got some numbers. Wyman puts in a good ball. Trying to find Hopkins there on the left. I don't know if he's going to have the speed to keep it in. He will.
You have someone trailing, supporting him. Oh, we did. Yeah, there we go. Great ball.
They're going to play it back into Wyman in the middle here. Trying to orchestrate this attack. He's going to pass it over to Dom Murray. Back in the middle to Drew Block, who's drifted towards the center. He's got a guy behind him. He's got to play it back to Dom. Back to Billy. Billy's going to play it all the way back to David, who's outside the 18. Can't put in a dangerous ball here. He puts this one in the air to Wyman and gets all the way through to Snyder, who's got Nick Hicks through. That's a good pass. Nick Hicks going to get to it. Hicks going to take the shot. Wow. A nice bending shot to that near post. But
that was on target. I think that would have been it if that goalkeeper hadn't punched it away there at the last second.
Substitutions for Petoskey: number 1, Gavin Curley; number 14, Oliver Poiker; number 24, Emmett Sweeney; number 18, Dan Nicholson. Northman making a good few substitutions here, trying to get the corner in with Weinman. We'll see if he can put it on the head of Northman. That's a good corner in. It gets through. Oh, I think that might have been going in.
Kidding me.
That one might have been going in, but it was cleared off the line again by the Alpena defender, and it's going to be cleared out. Another good scoring chance for the Northman on a corner goes by. It was a really good ball there from Wyman to get it into the box, but
and that's rare for Petoskey to take a true corner like that and punch it in. Normally they're doing that. Two attackers.
Alpena not really attacking the ball here. Hicks maybe rushed that shot a little bit, and it goes wide and right for another Alpena goal kick. So the excitement continues, but now in the second half we're getting some defenses opening up for some goals, and Petoskey almost made it 3-1 with just under 20 minutes left. So we're in the final quarter of the game here, the last 20 minutes of the second half, with the score 2-1 Petoskey. All goals coming here in the second half. Alpena is the most recent, and they're trying to draw it back level, but Petoskey's been getting some good chances of late, and here comes Nick Hicks. Going to play it through all the way to Poiker, but he can't quite get there, and Alpena's coming back.
Nifty little footwork there by number 21, Alpena, and got another player right in front.
Number 4 taking a
good save,
pretty decent shot, but David had a good position there in the goal, and he was able to save it.
Got it. Yeah.
Man, I mean, the whole night has been hasn't been much of a time where you're falling asleep. I mean, it's really end-to-end stuff the whole way. Both teams.
Wish we had the stats on the number of shots here by both teams. There's been quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, both keepers have made a good amount of saves. And a lot of shots off target too. So,
Is that Poiker again?
It's Poiker pressuring the defense there, but it comes back out to Hicks. Trying to see when they're playing that ball in the middle, Alpena's not really pressuring the ball handler. I mean, we saw Hicks there earlier in the middle. They're playing some passes and they weren't really coming out for the ball, just kind of staying set in their formation.
I'm not sure if Petoskey's still playing a 4-4-2, if they went to a 4-5-1. I can't quite get the formation here, but They've got Weinman back in the mid.
And here's Nick Snyder looking for a ball up to Gavin Curley. Curley plays it back into the middle to Poiker. Poiker's calling for his players to get forward, and he plays it forward
Oh, that's a great ball.
to Emmett. He just could get there. The goalkeeper doesn't handle it. Now he dives out and
Wow.
grabs at the edge of the box. That was a great ball by Poiker.
That was a nice pass.
Keeps his head up and telling his teammates to get forward, and he plays a really good ball up there to Sweeney. He almost got on the end of it. Got Curley controlling here in the defense. Comes back out to Hicks, who's getting a lot of the ball here in the midfield. Plays it forward to Sweeney. That was a really good ball by Nick Hicks.
That was an accurate long pass right there.
Sweeney trying to get the pass in on his left. He does. It almost gets through to Curley. Here's Connor Weinman.
Oh.
Man, he had the space in the room for the shot. He might have
Low
took it
left
quickly and
corner
yeah.
and
Goalkeeper was
goalie
right
made-
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
another good save.
Now Alpena's coming back with that speed on the wing again, but Drew Block
Who's the goalkeeper for Alpena?
is equal
Jared?
to it.
What's his
I
name?
can't. I'm not sure. We got two. I would assume that
Not sure who it is.
looks like that goalkeeper jersey's number 1. Looks like it's Levi Goebel.
Senior.
The senior.
Not sure.
Yeah,
he's playing a good
he's
game
playing
today.
a really good game. Yeah. I mean, there's not much you can do on that.
No.
Those Hick and Weinman goals. I mean, they were right in the corner. You can't really fault him on those. He's had some, just like you saw there, some good saves on some good scoring opportunities. But here comes Alpena with throwing into the box. They're controlling it. Almost.
Oh.
Wow, what a save from David
Oh.
Paquette. That shot was headed right for the bottom right.
That was on target. If David didn't get that, that was going in.
Paquette
Great
does
shot.
well to get down to his left and control it. This time catch it so it doesn't allow for a rebound, and he clears it back out. David
Great play by Paquette there.
saves from both goalkeepers here, end to end, to prevent some goals. Alpena really getting a lot of the ball now, and they try to hoof a shot from about 30, 40 yards out that not very close. Substitutions for Petoskey, number 21, Mitch Pulaski, and number 12, Finn Hopkins.
About 15 minutes left here in the second half. Petoskey still leading 2-1.
But Alpena's, and after getting that one goal back after being 2-0 down, they're definitely getting back in the game, trying to get that equalizer. And they've been close, but Petoskey's also been close to extending their lead, so we'll see here in the last 15 minutes of the game if either team can get one more breakthrough. Excuse me.
This has really been a game of counters here tonight and who can
Yeah, a
finish
lot
it.
of
And here we go with another
long
one.
strings of possession for each team, and then the other team gets back with some quick counterattacks to play some balls through and try to get one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Here's Weinman putting a good tackle in, but Alpena does well to get it back out, but Pulaski heads it back in the middle. Alpena's able to control it and now move forward, looking to make it 2-2. Curley puts in a really good tackle, and now he's off, and he's played it in the middle to Poiker.
Smart play by Gavin there to slow it up, pressure it in, and get it
Good pass back to
Hicks.
Hicks. Hicks with a lofted ball to Gavin. He's offside. Gavin was standing all alone there on the right wing. Hicks put a good ball over there over the top, but linesman is there. Call it offside, and it's going to be an Alpena kick. It looks like Wyman's going to get on the end of that kick. Yep. Plays over to Hicks. Hicks trying to play it through to Poiker, but again, pass was a little too heavy, and the Alpena goalkeeper is able to control it. And again, with that leg of his man, kicking it all the way up into Petoskey territory, and it bounces over all the defenders, but Billy Fettig uses his
Great
speed and
play by
strength,
Fettig.
yep, to control it and then clear it back out.
You know, with that leg from the Alpena goalkeeper, it gives him an opportunity for a through ball
They're almost through.
on every kick.
Yep.
Just kind of run onto it.
It's hard to control when
Petoskey's
it bounced so high up. Petoskey defenders couldn't get on it, and Petoskey or Alpena was almost through there, but Fettig does well to get back, and he could probably match anyone's speed on the field. He's a really quick player. Wyman trying to get the ball into Hopkins over there on the left. Couldn't quite get to it, but Wyman tracks back again. He's looking to play. Gets brought down there, and it's going to be a free kick for the Northmen about 30 yards out. It's right there on the football 20-yard line. We got 10 more yards to the end zone, so it is going to be about 30 yards out. It looks like Wyman's going to be able to get it in, but Alpena couldn't get set. Petoskey had about 4 players in the box waiting for the ball to play in because Alpena couldn't get their marks in time, and they almost capitalized on a mistake there by the Wildcats to make it 3-1, but Alpena's still in the game. Yeah, they are. Petoskey putting some strong tackles in there in the midfield. And Poiker's now using his good ball control to shield the defender, now playing it up, but it is caught out by Alpena, but Bickle does well to play it back up. Hicks and Curley are out there, and Bickle's going to come back again and intercept the pass. That's a good play from Ryan Bickle, coming up all the way from the back line. Looking to play a ball. He gets it. Oh, he tries to get it over to Nick Hicks. He was wide open there in the middle. In the box, if you can see number 20, Nick Hicks. Almost through for another goal. But it looks like Alpena's counterattack was thwarted by an errant pass, and Paquette's going to control it again.
Just under 11 minutes here left in the second half. Nick Hicks on attack here again.
Hicks shot.
Oh,
That one just barely misses the top left corner there. Hicks through again for almost a second goal. Substitutions for Petoskey: number 8, Logan Cunningham; number 6, Drew Black; and number 24, Emmett Sweeney. Came in
number
for
17
For Alpena, number 17, Chandler Lance. And
we got a corner kick here.
corner for Petoskey. Is that look like that's Wyman out there to take it. He's going to play it short to Sweeney, who puts it back over to Wyman. That's a good ball in the middle.
Oh,
And it looks like it was headed towards the goal. The Alpena goalkeeper tried to grab it, but he fumbles it.
bobbled it, and I thought
But it looks like the ref might have given a call there, because it should have been
that should have been a corner
a
kick.
corner
but
kick
they
if the
called
goalkeeper.
something
Yeah,
there,
they must have called a foul or something in the box, because that should have been a corner kick. The goalkeeper fumbled out of bounds, but it's going to be a goal kick for Alpena. And while we're at it with the shout-outs, we'd like to say hey to Peter Loomis. He's a PHS alumni, class of 16. He's down at the University of Michigan right now. Peter, we're glad you're watching. I miss you. Not sure the Petoskey soccer program misses you. But I'll see you soon, Peter. I'll head down to Ann Arbor for a tailgate now and then. And we're glad you're watching the live stream. Petoskey back on with, looks like they put Drew Block into the attack, or else he's just moving back from the back line, or moving forward rather. But now Alpena's got it. Billy does well
Another
to.
solid defense by Billy.
And that's
Fettig.
what I'm saying. He's just so
He's just-
composed.
Yeah,
got
doesn't
the-
panic back
nope.
there.
Just shields the defender and just calmly kicks it out for a throw. So Billy having another good game today. He's had a lot to handle. I mean, Alpena's not.
Goal kick
I
here,
mean-
Petoskey.
Coach Yonker had said in the paper that this is one of the most talented teams that he's seen from Alpena, and I think that's holding true here. They're right in the game here, 2-1. They're getting a lot of chances and really making the Petoskey defense and goalkeeper work. And they've almost made it 2-2 here after being down 2-0. So they've got a lot of heart to come back from that deficit. It happened so fast, and we'll see some players hit the deck there for both teams, but referee doesn't call it, and now Cunningham clears it back out to Alpena, but they're going to get it back into the Petoskey area. Wyman tries to flick it over. He does end up with the ball. Gets it forward, it deflects, and then Drew Block couldn't quite handle it quick enough. Now Alpena passes it right over there to to I can't quite tell. I think it's Sweeney over there on the
I
wing.
think it might be Dom Murray. I think it might be Dominic Murray, possibly.
He gets brought down by the Alpena attacker. No
There's gonna be a
call.
foul there. That's just, yeah.
Looks like they could have called one on Alpena there, but they get Petoskey on a foul there, way over there on the right wing, and they're going to be able to get a cross in here.
Yep.
With,
Alpena's got an opportunity here with a free kick.
It's just under 7.5 minutes left here in the game. Petoskey's trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead, but Alpena's threatening.
It's a dangerous area right here.
Try to get in.
Oh.
That's Billy Fettig, I believe, or is that Dan? I think it's Billy Fettig down there and clears it out with the head. Stop the attack, but Alpena still putting bodies forward, but now the ball's coming down. I can't quite see who that is all the way over there. That's Sweeney.
That's Sweeney again.
The speed to get on the ball here, and he's going to try to play it fast with his left. He's going to get it over to Nick in the midfield. Back to Weinman. Trying to get something going forward. Try to play it up to Drew Block, but it just gets intercepted by the Wildcats. Bickle gets to it. Comes back to him, and he can't quite control it. Now Alpena's coming back.
Looks like we have a foul called back here on Alpena, so it's going to be coming back. The linesman called it. Substitutions.
Substitution for Petoskey, number 14, Oliver Poiker. Wyman does well to win that tackle there and try to get it forward, but it's going to be deflected out for a Petoskey throw. Just under 6 minutes left now in the game. Score is still 2-1. Tries to get to Poiker, but now Hicks is going to play it through to Poiker. Going to play it back to... That's Sweeney on the far post. He's going to control it, take a shot. Oh, and that almost finds the bottom right corner, but Sweeney just pulls it wide.
Oh, he's going to want that one back.
Yeah, he's kicking himself after that one. Jesus. That was really good passing there by the Northmen on the counterattack, finding each other. Sweeney was wide open there on the back post.
They really had one player back on that, and really, Sweeney was him and the goalie. Just missed it.
Shoots it with his left foot, trying to put it in that bottom right corner, but it looks like it just didn't quite catch it the way he wanted to. And Alpena's still got a chance to tie it up here. They're making their way up the field. Good pass over the top.
They got numbers.
They had a man in the middle, but Wyman does well to block the cross they're trying to get in. Alpena's still threatening. Wyman gets back again. Puts in another good tackle. Now it looks like there might be an injury on the field there for Alpena.
They've stopped time here with 4:30 left.
There's no foul play by the Northman. Wyman got the ball.
I think that was just a hard contended tackle here between Weinman and that player. And looks like he got a little injured here. Alpena's, that's the lack of substitutions, trying to get some water without coming over the line here.
That's some good ingenuity there from the Alpena players.
Looks like the Alpena player's up. I think he's going to be okay here. He's got a little shooken up.
Yeah, maybe got that way knocked out of him.
Yeah.
He's going to get off on his own power.
Always good to see them getting up on their own power, like you said.
Looks like he's holding his wrist there. Not quite sure what happened there, but nevertheless, we got 4:30 left. We're going to start to play back up here with the Northmen trying to hold on to a 2-1 lead. Alpena threatening to tie it up, but they haven't quite beaten Paquette yet to tie it back up. It's kind of, I'd say the possession has been split about even here in this last few minutes. I mean, both teams. We just saw Sweeney had a really good chance to score, and then Alpena's coming right back on the counter, so it's end-to-end stuff here. Nice footwork there by the Alpena midfielder. Now they're going to play it up, but it looks like it is going to be too heavy. It's going to go out for a Petoskey throw.
Throw in by Drew. Yeah, Drew block. Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, Alpena through here. They tried to play. I
Oh.
think he just waited a little bit too long. He could have hit a shot.
Oh.
Tried to play in, but by that time, Petoskey had gotten back and deflected the pass. So another chance for Alpena.
Petoskey dodged one there, I'll tell you.
It's a nice backheel pass. Alpena's still with the ball here, deep into the Petoskey half of the field. Comes back out,
Petoskey's got everyone back right now.
and Curley does put a good challenge in. And now Sweeney's just going to boot it right back up the field and try to get the danger away.
Clearly they are just packed in on defense right now.
Yep, they had a good few players back.
I think we're going to get a foul on Petoskey.
It's like,
holding.
yeah, I think that looked like, to me, that could have gone either way, but they call it Alpena's way. Now they're bringing everyone forward. Just under 3 minutes left now. The goalkeeper's coming up almost to midfield to take this free kick. I think they're going to try with his boot. Yeah, he could.
Oh.
He could definitely put this ball all the way into the box. Gets as far as Weinman. It looks like nothing will come from that for the Wildcats, and Petoskey just going to clear it right back away.
Goalie again coming way out.
He's going to use his long pass to get it once again. Drew Block gets it back, but Alpena's got it now with the entire team forward, with the exception of the goalkeeper and maybe one or two defenders.
Tell you, Petoskey's looking a little winded here.
It's a long shot there from 40 yards out that Paquette does well to save.
He's going to slow it down wisely here, take all his time.
Now just 2 minutes, 2 minute mark approaching here. Petoskey just putting everyone back at this point. Just trying to park the bus a little bit and just get away with this win here at Northman Stadium. Alpena not giving up, and here's Gavin Curley. Good deflection, almost deflected again, but here's Weinman. Now Weinman's got a good break going. He's got Curley with him, and it looks like he might intelligently just hold the play, no need to rush anything, and give Alpena back the ball. That's a good ball into the box. Well, not in the box, but to Snyder. Now Snyder's got numbers because Alpena was so far up, and here's Curley back into Snyder.
I think they're going to call Gavin offsides. Oh, I don't. Yep.
If they call Curley offsides there, another good chance. Alpena had so many players up, they were struggling to get back there, but they get away with it. Now they've got
invaluable time
just a minute,
ticking away here.
A minute. Yep, they got to really just throw everything in the kitchen sink at the Petoskey defense to try and get this equalizer, but
Petoskey's just happy to take time off here.
Ali Poiker tried to find the ball, but now it's with Alpena, and they're going to play a ball all the way forward to Paquette, who wisely uses his time before he catches the ball there to
36 seconds left here.
Paquette's just going to kick it as far as he can. Yep. All the way up there to that right wing, and it looks like Gavin Curley's going to get there to control it. Alpena's going to have to kick it out for a throw-in. And now Alpena's going to
substitute. Huh. I think they're just matching Petoskey's substitution here, but clearly time is coming off.
8 seconds left on the clock, 7-6. It's coming down, and it looks like Petoskey's going to end up with a win here.
That's the end.
There's the whistle. I don't know if they're going to put more time on the clock here.
A few more seconds left here.
Petoskey just clears it up, and it looks like that's going to be it. There's no time on the clock here. I don't know if it's the referee's discretion, but Petoskey's coming up here maybe for another one. And there it is. The referee blows his whistle. And that's your final score. Petoskey 2, Alpena 1. It was a back-and-forth game basically all 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Could have been
either team could have done it here tonight.
It could have been a lot more goals in this game, but some good goalkeeping play from both teams. And and a few good defensive plays, some goal line clearances from Alpena, and some last-ditch tackles for Petoskey. Keep it at 2-1, but that's going to conclude your game tonight.
Definitely helps in Petoskey's run here to be at the top of the Big North Conference. They got TC West coming up on Thursday, who's undefeated this time, and it's going to be a good showdown here Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Go Blue!
I'd like to thank all of you for coming out, watching the screen, watching the stream here. It's our first go at it. Looked like it went pretty well.
Yeah, from our side, love to hear from you guys out there in the Cyberland.
If you'd like to, feel free. We had a few alumni contact us for some shout-outs. If you want to have a shout-out, feel free to contact us, and we'll give you some airtime. It makes it fun that way. But
all right. Well,
other than that, it looks like we're gonna sign off here from Northland Stadium. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you Thursday.
Sounds good, Jared.
Same place, same time. EC West, a showdown between two of the best teams in the Big North Conference.
They've got a couple of very fast wingers there, two twins that are got some serious speed on it. So Northland's gonna have all they can handle with those two.
Yep, they had Billy Fettig lost to a red card last time. They're gonna have him back for that game. So he had a good game.
Will be back as well. From his injury.
Bolstering the Northland back line. We'll see if they can stop those speedy TC West attackers. But I guess we'll have to see. But other than that, we won't keep it for any longer.
No, I think we're good.
Well, it'll be the same place here for the live stream on Thursday, same time, 7 o'clock, and we'll see you then.